Kia ora, hello, welcome everyone to the stream. Thank you to everyone that's jumped in and to the chat and said hi. FS Farmer, first as usual, thank you for that. And Pro Gamer, welcome in. Great to have you here. And Was Dale Timelapse, glad you're looking forward to the episode. So, yeah, we are now in day 2 and only got a few fertilizing contracts, I'm afraid. So we will just have to make a start on those. But we do have a decision to make. And I'm going to give you guys the opportunity again to decide how this story pans out. So, first of all, let's check our tractor. Right, everything's saying okay. Right, we should be good to go. So yeah, I hope everyone is having a great Thursday. I know for most of you it's only just starting. Yep, got the old MB track. It was on a good special, so couldn't resist. Getting it. No, that's not what we want. What do we want? That's the one we want. Gotta love these manual gearboxes and Giants and how they get stuck in reverse. Yeah, Shane, hello, welcome in. Thank you for joining. Yeah, my day was good, thanks. Finally feel like I'm getting over this cold that I had. Spent the last couple of days working from home. It was pretty quiet. But I'll go into the office tomorrow. And yeah, tomorrow's Friday and the beginning of a long weekend. Monday we have off work. Now, where's the next field that we want to do? Yep, I want to go up to that one. That's what I like about new maps, is you always trying to remember which way to go. Hey Cher, welcome in. Back connected again. That'll be a good feeling. Nothing worse than living without electricity. Yeah, Shane, for work, I've actually done a whole heap of different jobs. I've worked on kiwi fruit orchards, I've driven trucks. So I'm currently in the IT industry. And yeah, that's why I try to keep things relatively private for my personal life. There's too many bad people out there that like to skim as much as they can and then use that to their advantage. And there's already so much information out there. Right, let's get this unfolded. Hey, Joe Bird, hello, welcome in. Thank you for joining. Great to have you here. Hope you're having a great Thursday. No, Pro Gamer, this MB track is available for console, but it is a paid download content from Giants. It's the Mercedes pack, but it is available for consoles. And Joe Bird, no problem at all, mate. Understand life gets busy, and there's a lot of YouTubers that I follow that I honestly just don't have time to keep up and watch them as well, so understand completely. And Flash Gaming NZ, good evening. Welcome in. Great to have you here. So we've got a decision to make, and I'm going to get you guys to help me do it. So once I finish this field, we'll go and look at something, and then we'll put a poll up, and you guys can decide which way the story's going to go. Yeah, Shane, there is a free one on ModHub. It's a good one too. I'm guessing it's available for all platforms now. But I think when it first came out it wasn't, because MB wasn't an official partner of Giants at the time. But yeah, it should be now. Yeah, Joe Bird. What? There's a lot of things that I'd have to guess. And Shane, you're on PS5, just put in Mercedes. And Joe, you graduated on the 12th. Congratulations, well done. I think we did this field yesterday in the evening, but now we're doing it again in the morning. They must want a double dose. Alright, so did everyone check out the new John Deere equipment that came down with the patch? You're doing cotton on the big map, and now I remember why I don't do it. It's a love-hate relationship. Yeah, cotton is, I remember in FS22 I was on a Brazilian map, and I had a huge field of cotton, and it was a big job. I think I was using Courseplay at the time, and had about 4 machines going at the same time. Yeah, thanks for that, FS Farmer. Yeah, we'll have to see how we go. I have got my 100-pound mow at the tractor museum. So that's that one done. So there is a rumour that this farm is available for lease. So just going to park up here. So fortunately, I'm fast growing out of the other place I've got. My equipment's getting too big. Yeah, Shane. I love it because it's so much money, but it's time consuming. It is. So we've got this farm here, Oak Tree Farm. And it has got a whole heap of storage. And it's got some fairly tall doors, so we can get the tall equipment in it. Unfortunately, I can't open the doors because we don't own it. But that is a huge shed there. Got a whole heap of storage under there. Some smaller storage around here. I'm guessing that's the oak tree that they're talking about. Also comes with a house. And I'm guessing this might have been the original house. No, I can't get into it, but because it's got a chimney on it, so it's got a fireplace in it. So I'm guessing that might have been the original house. But there is now this house here that we can start living in if we lease this. And yes, there is a pasture here. Just needs a little bit of a fence, and we've got a sheep pasture. And I said when I first started that I wanted to do some sheep farming, and this could be a good way to be able to store our contract equipment, still do the contracting. Don't fall and break your legs. Yeah. Parkoured, mate. I parkoured. And we've got this area here, which would be a good place to put in a sheep barn when the sheep are being sheared and over winter time. So I'm thinking this would be really good. We might be able to lease some of this land later on. Maybe do some grass work. But at the moment we'll probably just have to buy hay or something like that. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking. And we come over here. Come on, this has got to be almost the perfect fishing spot. So that is what I'm contemplating. So I want you guys to decide for me. Do I put some shelters up at my yard, take the taller equipment, or do I lease this and start sheep farming? Now, it's going to be a while before we get wool because I have got the mod that means we only share twice a year. So we won't be making money straight off the sheep straight away. When we do, it'll be a lump sum. But yeah, let's set up a poll and we'll get you guys to help with the decision. Yeah, Shane, saw that Argsy is making a New Zealand map. Looking forward to seeing it. I have seen him working on it on a live stream, and even at that early stage when he was working on it, it looked absolutely awesome. So I'm looking forward to that one. There are a couple of New Zealand maps available, but only on PC, unfortunately. And they're not bad. A little bit rough around the edges, but they're not bad at all. They definitely have that New Zealand feel. Apparently my question's too long, so I'll have to... Right, polls coming up. Okay, so financials, yes, important. We're leasing. I bumped the lease up to about 5% of purchase price. So we'll be looking at about £500 a month for the sheds, the house, and all the land as well. So we still have our lease on this land down here, so we can still use that for a bit of storage. I think that's got a 12-month lease on it. So yeah, that's where we're at with this at the moment. I'm thinking I honestly would like to get this farm, I think, and start the sheep. But it's up to you guys. What do you guys think? Yeah, Shane, no worries. Equipment. Let's so for the equipment, we've got, this is a big one. It's the 9.5 meter width stone picker. So we've got that for some stone picking contracts, and that's difficult to fit under any shed at the moment. And I have got the mod that we get damage to equipment if we leave them out. So I really want to get it under some sort of cover. We've got the fast track, we've got the sprayer, we've got the Mercedes, we've got my Nissan, we've got the cultivator, we've got a mower, which we're going to be getting another one for when we start getting mowing contracts. We've got the weeder, and we've got our pressure washer and our seeder. So we are getting a bit of equipment. Used equipment dealer is a good place for that. Buy and sell the shed to reduce the bill. Yeah. So I'm only leasing land in this gameplay, basically because the story is I'm a Kiwi. I'm not allowed to buy land. Well, not farmland anyway, so I have to lease it. Something about not being a native Brit or something like that, I don't know. Hey, Lauren, David. Hello, welcome in. Thank you for joining. Great to have you here. We're just working on a few contracts at the moment. Let's do 2 headlands on this one. And fold it. Yeah, Shane, that's why you love this one. With the progress on the farm. Yeah, I'm trying to keep it moving. That's why we're on 2-day months. Just trying to keep it moving along quite quickly. Otherwise, it just ends up being the same old, same old. Yeah, we're doing spraying at the moment, but that's not going to last forever. There should be some cultivating coming, some harvesting coming up soon. We might borrow the equipment for that. I'm not sure we can buy the equipment yet. Yeah, and I really do want to get into the sheep side of things and just try that mod. The realistic shearing mod. Yeah, and for you in the chat that don't know, shear helps to breed butterflies and release them into the wild. Try and boost the insect population. a fantastic job she does. Just get the feeling that this might be a little bit underpowered for the hills around here. But something that we can probably address a bit later on. No, it's not from Scroff. Scroff didn't make that mod. You might use it, but it was actually OxyGaming that made that mod. He's done a fantastic job of it. There's a couple of his mods up on ModHub. He's got a storage barn as well. Very, very New Zealand flavoured barn. Type you see all over the country. And he's also got fertiliser storage. I have to admit, I haven't actually used the fertiliser one much, but I've definitely used his storage barn. Yeah, Wasdale, one contract at 7k will pay a whole year's lease. So it shouldn't be too hard to do. Yeah, no, it shouldn't be too hard to do. I don't think I'll go broke doing it, so I'm not too worried about that. Buying the sheep barn could be expensive. Yes, yeah, you do ladybirds as well. You do. Excellent job. Yeah, Scroff did a showcase, yeah. FS Farmer, I honestly don't know. I would say it may not be. It's probably conflicting with the realistic animal mod. I have to admit, I haven't actually played with the realistic animal mod. And then we've got our wild boar there, Asterix, Obelix, Getafix, and vital statistics. It's a great mod, doubt I would ever not use it. Yeah, I have seen you using it a lot. Yeah, I figured that one, FS Farmer, the realistic animal mod. Have they got the bulls animated now, or are they still just the cow animation? Can we please get the warm weather back? It's really cold. Oh, it has been cold. It has been cold. Where I was in the central North Island, it was very foggy this morning. Well, yeah, and here the UK is sweltering in a heat wave. I don't know if you guys have still got the heat wave over there, or whether it's got back to realistic temperatures again. Oh, he has got some bull models now. Yeah, near Hamilton. So yeah, I'm actually looking forward to field days. We've got our field days coming up in the middle of June. Looking forward to that. Going to be going to that. I'll film it and put it up on the channel. Share. Got some hot weather you can have. Yeah, it would probably take it 2 at the moment. No, not long till the shortest day for us. Longest day for you guys in the Northern Hemisphere. And then we're on the downward slope to summer. And you're on that slippery slope to winter. Yeah, Lake Taupo, awesome. Yeah, beaten in the aeroplane. The McDonald's in Taupo has a DC3 that you can eat your meal in. They have tables set up. And yeah, it's incredible. No, Shane, unfortunately I won't be there on Friday. I will be there on Thursday. I've actually taken a day off work and we'll be going there because on the weekend, before I knew it was field days, we'd actually booked a holiday in Whangamata. Booked a weekend. So yeah, I'll be having a little bit of a break. Looking forward to that. Yeah, so unfortunately on that weekend we won't be streaming. But then I've been really bad with streaming lately anyway, so you guys are used to that now. I do apologise. Share, it is really cool to eat in. I'm actually a bit disappointed. There used to be a couple of airlines that were flying DC-3s and giving people a chance to fly in one. Unfortunately, they've both closed down. So I'm a little bit gutted that I never got a chance to go on one. I was fairly close to getting on one in one year, but just couldn't make it happen. And yeah, now they've closed down. Hey, Marcus the Sim Farmer, hello, welcome in. Great to have you here. FS Farmer, at your leasing costs, you could lease a big house for a party. Ah, well, possibly. I hear a rock star actually owns it. They're the only ones that can afford things like that at the moment. We're going to field days on Friday, and then we're going to go on Saturday to family at Whangarei. Nice. Yeah, a bit of a step from the Waikato to the Whangarei. Four hours drive from your house? Yeah. Someone on YouTube did a county fair that they're very impressive. Yeah. Yeah, we have we call them AMP shows, for agricultural and pastoral shows. Basically societies that bring the country into the town, sort of thing. Grew up with them at school, baked cakes, did flower arranging, carved fruit, made fruit or your vegetable figurines, and you were sort of marked on them. And all the country kids got to bring in their pet lambs and pet calves and show them off to all the other kids. Oh, they did a county fair there. Right. That would have taken a lot to set up. A lot of work in setting those things up. Yeah, scenery in New Zealand is beautiful. I think I've always lived here, so I probably take it for granted. Pesky wild boar. Hey, and welcome to our newest subscriber. Welcome to the Kiwi clan. Hope you're having a fantastic Thursday. Mind you, I have to say I was watching a episode of Top Gear, and they were doing a route through, I think it might have been Rwanda, and some of that scenery was amazing. It was incredible. Maybe because we don't have a lot of it around here like that. No problem, Shane. Thank you for jumping in. If you haven't done so already, if you could hit that like, that'd be fantastic. And yeah, same for everyone else. Hit that like. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button while you're there. Likes and subscribes really do help the channel, and we're trying to convince YouTube to, you know, put this out to more people. I have done that one already. We want to head to this one. Then I'm going to have to top up with some more. But yeah, Marcus, we've got a poll going up at the moment. We're looking at whether I should build some stuff at my current yard, some shelters, or whether I should lease Oak Tree Farm, which let's see if we can find it here. Oak Tree Farm. Yeah, that one over there, hiding behind the trees, and wanting to set up a sheep farm if we get that. Hey, awesome. Thanks, Shane. Hang on, I might be a minute. Good. Yeah, sorry for that, folks, but just got dessert delivered. I have to say though, the scenery on this map is absolutely breathtaking. And it's the detail, the little things. I think I can probably honestly say that Oxy has made sure that I will never build a map, because I will be wanting to build it as good as Oxy, and he is just a master. And I would never be happy with anything I made. Wasdale time lapse. No, it's not Pavlova, but you are correct. Pavlova is a Kiwi favourite. But in this case, it's actually a like a coffee cheesecake and some vanilla ice cream. I quite like vanilla ice cream. Right, I think we're going to have enough to do the field there, but no, not that one, is it? It's this one. Field 29. Let's check, see if we've got enough for field 29. Got our big calculator here. Field 29. Liquid fertilizer, 635 litres. I think we only had 400 in there. Yeah, 459, so we're not going to have enough. So what we might do is we might head off back to the yard, and we will grab some more liquid fertilizer. Hey the herd, welcome in. Thank you for joining. Great to have you here. Yeah, we're just trying to get the feel of what everyone thinks about me leasing a brand new farm just across the reservoir there. And we're going to have plenty of storage and be able to set up some sheep. So yeah, just that farm over there. So yeah. Just woke up, so only here to say hello. Hit the like button, need to go and work. No worries, mate. Thanks for jumping in, appreciate it. Hope you have a good day at work. Hey, Artem, welcome in. It's been a while. Thanks for jumping in, appreciate it. Not harvesting anything today, I'm afraid. Everything's still growing, so we're actually just doing some fertilizing contracts. Hey, no worries, herd. Good choice in my opinion too, but yeah. Oh, nice one. Planted tomato seeds from 2023, and they've all grown up. That's awesome news. Well done. I'm leaving, but we'll leave the stream on for the duration. Oh, thanks, mate. Thank you so much. I'll get round to putting some links in the chat, and yours will be one of them. Jack Neal, hello, welcome in. Thank you for joining. And have a bit of my dessert. Let's check the answer phone. Oh, we got a weeding contract. Nice. We'll get that one done afterwards. So yeah, has anyone found any bugs with the latest patch? They've seemed to have managed to fix the streaming texturing, which is good. Yep, you too, the Herb. You have a great day. Try not to work too hard. Asparagus don't grow on, same for scallions, sadly. Maybe next year we'll see them, like watermelons that I planted last year, and they grow this year, where I planted the potato. Nice one. Yeah, we get a lot of watermelon around here. Alright, probably have to wait for this rain to pass over. Not sure we should be doing spraying in the rain. Besides, we'll probably cause some tyre slip or something like that. Let's have a look here. Let's collect these while we're here. Alright, and let's check the weather. Oh yeah, about 10 o'clock. I can't type at the moment. Yep. If you're not giving the cat enough attention, they'll let you know. And Wasdale time-lapse. We were introduced to loganberries in New Zealand and couldn't believe the size of them. Strawberries too, and very cheap. Yep. Yeah, we get a lot of strawberries here. Yeah, they're really good here. And watermelons, get a lot of watermelon. Yeah, autumn weather is unstable. It's either heavy rainstorm, extreme wind, or extreme heat. Nothing in between. Today is another rainstorm. Third day in a row. At least plants are watered. Yeah, that's always a good thing. Let's see. Let's do a rest. Let's do a drink. And let's do an eat. And let's speed up time so we can get to about 10 o'clock. There we go. It was nice to have a little bit of a rest in the tractor cab there. Mercedes actually make quite a nice, comfortable seat. Now, what colour are loganberries? That is a good question. I think I've had one once, but I can't actually remember. So, Wasdale, can you help us with that one, please? Hey, thanks FS Farmer. Thanks for jumping in. Appreciate it. I was lurking in your stream last night for your time. In the morning for my time, but yeah, was busy with some other stuff, so I couldn't go into the chat. But yeah, great stream as always for your one as well. So I might actually put some links in the chat. So yeah, just put the Herds link in the chat. Check out his channel. He is an incredible storyteller and definitely worth checking out. Oh, looks like the ground was still a bit wet. So on another game save, I'm trying out a new realistic traction mod. So I've just put up FS Farmer's link in the chat. He's doing a great series on Witcombe Park as well. And just put in Marcus the Sim Farmer. He's just starting out, and it's always good to help out new YouTubers. And here is Wasdale Timelapse. Check out his channel. He does some amazing videos where he's time-lapsing the night sky. You can sort of see the star trails. But yeah, I'm guessing you're not getting many star trails of the Southern Cross. Plenty of the North Star, but not much of the Southern Cross, I'd say. Southern Cross is, of course, the star system on a number of different flags. Australia and New Zealand, and I think one of the Pacific Islands has the Southern Cross as well on their flag. Yeah, because we've both got because Australia and New Zealand has the blue ensign, which is the British naval flag, which is sort of navy blue with the Union Jack in the corner. Both New Zealand and Australia have taken that and have added the Southern Cross. Australia's got the Southern Cross and a couple of other stars in white. New Zealand has the Southern Cross with no other stars, just the four, with red outlines around the stars. So that's how you can tell the difference. It was a while ago when one of the Prime Ministers of New Zealand tried to change the flag, but no one really liked it. And Serena Earth, hello, welcome in. Thank you for joining. Hope you're having a fantastic Thursday. Oh yeah, just finishing off this contract, and then we will be doing a weeding contract. And we've just got a little poll going on, thinking of upping stakes and moving to a bigger farm with more storage, and will also let us set up some sheep. So which is something that I've been wanting to do ever since I come on this map, was to set up a sheep farm and use the realistic shearing mod, where you have a shearer come in twice a year. I think they charge about £5 a sheep, which is I looked it up, and that's about normal price. Here, Artem, Ferrari just released a new EV car. It looks like a computer mouse on wheels with a Ferrari badge. Everyone's angry and hate it. Yeah, that's unusual for Ferrari. They're usually pretty well known for having some, you know, classic styling. Company instantly lost 8% in value the same day. Oh yeah, yeah. Negative publicity is always bad for the shareholders. Right. Nicely done. Yeah, it's great seeing these old buildings, even with the smashed windows. Like, nice touch. That explains it. It was designed by Apple phone designer, not a car designer. Yeah, I know a lot of people like Apple's designs for different things, but I've always thought they were ugly. And I hate jumping onto an Apple computer and having to remember that there's only one button on the mouse. It's sort of like, really? One button? I've got about 5 buttons on my mouse and I use all of them. I don't care about your minimalist styling. Just get some more buttons on your mouse. One button is not enough. And the new EV Mercedes AMG looks like a catfish. Yeah, I know. I know, you do wonder sometimes. But yeah, for those that have just jumped in, we are thinking of leasing the farm just in front of us. We're deciding we need some more storage, and this has got lots and lots of storage. So should be able to run our contracting business out of this one, and put some sheep in the pasture over there, and maybe put a sheep barn in this area here. And I can come over here and do some fishing. So that's what the poll is all about. And so far it's looking like the farm is winning, but only just. Most EV cars have bad design, except supercars. Wonder how's that? Is it so hard to do a normal looking EV car? It does make you wonder. It's sort of like I've seen some classic cars converted to EV, and they look stunning, but they're classic cars. One button to rule them all? Is that what they think? Well, quite honestly, they are wrong. All right, let's go grab our other tractor. Yeah, Artem, I believe a lot of European designers went to China. We actually have a lot of Chinese cars in New Zealand. And they are very reasonably priced. I'm just reluctant to get a Chinese car because of the geopolitical ramifications of China doing something silly like invading Taiwan. Yeah, you could end up with a car that you can't get parts for. Yeah, looking at new models from Mercedes, Ferrari and Jaguar, BMW is not so ugly anymore. I consider them pretty. Yeah. Yeah, that's saying a lot, isn't it? Now, I've got to remember, if we have to cross the railway line with the stone picker, we have to cross here. We won't get under the bridge otherwise. There's our Deltic diesel engine. Oh, have some dessert while we're put that on automatic. Hey, and welcome to our newest subscriber. Welcome to the Kiwi clan. Oh, I think we just did that whole thing without actually doing any weeding. Maybe if I operate the right try that again, shall we? Yeah, BMW is looking like BMW. And you can still see the BMW in them here. Not a good BMW, but you can still see the BMW. Yeah, you can. Not like Aston Martin, which got sold to Ford, and suddenly all Fords look like Aston Martins. Definitely a steep field, this one. Okay, that's odd. Looked like it was doing the whole 12 meters without being unfolded, just by lowering it. Okay. Gotta love giants sometimes. Although, is this base game or is this a mod? I can't. Yeah, I think this is base game. So yeah, we'll blame giants for that one. Haven't had a very good time on this field, have I? Yeah, look at that view. Look at that village area over there. Can't get to it But you know, that the detail that's in that's just, he's done such a fantastic job. That's all off the map over there, and yet it all looks like places you can go and visit. Serena Earth, it's a magic tractor. It is. Alright, that's the field done. Might check my answering machine. We got some more fertilizing jobs. I think we've already done most of them, but yeah, what the heck? We'll we need to get as much money as we can. So yeah, we're not getting a variety of contracts at the moment. We're just getting a bit of weeding and fertilizing. Looks like we're getting a bit of texture flickering on this map now. Wonder if Oxy might have to do an update with the after the update. Figured out main potato colours: the yellow, white, red, pink, purple, blue, and with spots. Yeah, we have a lot of I think they're commonly called sweet potato, but we call them kumara, after what the Māori call them. Yeah, they are quite nice, although I have to admit I do prefer the more the Irish type of potato. But yeah, they are quite good. And Wasdale, it's amazing how aware I have become of farm vehicles and machinery out on the road since I started watching FS25 Contact. Yeah. I enjoy going to the there we go. Yeah, I enjoy going to the farm shows and even the vintage tractor show. I was actually amazed that there was a Lands Bulldog in New Zealand, very similar to the one that I've got in the museum here. I never thought there would be one in New Zealand. But yeah, there it was. So, not too sure of the story. I don't know if it was sold new in New Zealand or if someone imported it in as a vintage tractor. Unfortunately, there was no one around to ask when I was there, so couldn't find out much about it. But yeah. Yeah, right, there you go. Sweet potato isn't a potato at all. That is a different plant family. Yeah, because the potato is part of the nightshade family. I know that. Along with tobacco, tomatoes, and deadly nightshade. Hey Wasdale, do you ever visit the Chinese takeaway and get the smorgasbord deals? Yes. Yes, we do. In fact, I had Chinese the last night. A bit of sweet and sour pork, and that. So yes, we do that. Should have taken the shortcut. Never mind. I did a great trick one day. I saw another customer eating spring rolls as he walked along the selection. Save space in his tray. Oh yes, definitely a good idea. Hey Shane, you're back. Your ADHD won't let you sleep. Oh yes, I know that feeling. Your brain just won't shut down. I get nights like that sometimes too, where you're really tired, your head hits the pillow, and then your brain starts just going 100 mile an hour. For us, we weren't really at the smorgasbord. We just go to a Chinese takeaway, and we like about 60 New Zealand dollars to feed 4 of us. A bit of sweet and sour pork, fried rice, and noodles, chicken noodles. And yeah, Artem, potato skin can be all color variations, but fresh has only few. Yellow, white, most common. Red, pink, purple, rare exotic ones. Yeah, I like the white ones. Although the doctor says that potatoes aren't good for me. I'm supposed to be not eating them. Too many carbs in them, apparently. Pesky pigs. It seems very cheap. Fast food has really gone up in price here in the UK. Yeah, McDonald's is really expensive now. Yeah, Shane, we have a small family-owned Chinese takeaway, and to feed 4 of us, it's $60, but then you get a lot of food. You do get a lot of food. We usually have a little bit left over so that we can have some the next day. Pesky pigs. Oh, it sounds awesome, Artem. Breakfast was baked potato with beef patty, smoked peppers, salad with radish, cucumbers, tomatoes, salad leaves, and scallions with mint. Drink is always a green tea. Sounds awesome. Although I'd have to pass on the smoked peppers. I'm hypersensitive to the flavor of peppers. You can have a pepper in anything, yeah, bell pepper, and it is just, I can, yeah, I just can taste it right through the whole dish and just ruins it for me. With McDonald's, you pay a lot but get very little. Yeah, very true there, Shane. Very true. $60 is cheap for a takeout. Depends on your point of view. New Zealand doesn't pay that well. Hey, Wasdale. No, I don't have a shotgun license. So far, I've never needed to use a shotgun. I have fired them, but I've never needed to use one. Yeah, I think we've been down that street before, haven't we, Artem? Yeah. For those pesky pigs. Yeah, apparently they're protected, so I can't shoot them. I can only toot my horn at them. And Shane, I guess that's for Artem. Do you eat green pepper or red pepper with your food? Because I don't eat pepper at all. Definitely going to have to get some diesel for this soon. Mind you, we've been using it a lot. After 5 hours of use, we actually need to get it serviced. So, yeah. It's been doing a lot of spraying lately, so, yeah, we may have to service it soon. Hey, Artem. I can eat mostly everything except raw or not fully cooked egg yolk. I think I'm allergic to that. Yeah, so eat peppers of any colours. Awesome. Right, that one's done. That was a big one. I've just got a couple of small ones to do. That one there, and that'll actually work out quite good because I might need to just do a splash and dash. So, yes, Artem, it is a Mercedes MB track. It was on special, so I grabbed it while it was on sale. It's very low horsepower, but yeah, fairly good for spraying. Maybe a little bit underpowered for the hills, but it's doing the job quite nicely. It's got the narrows on it, so yeah, officially we shouldn't be ripping up the ground. Although when we get up into the forestry areas, it really does slow down. And yeah, Shane, you can eat anything except raw food with growing up in South African household. You eat what's in front of you or stay hungry. Yeah, I grew up like that too. Yeah, I don't know if it's a Unimog cabin on a tractor chassis. I think they're a little bit different. Yeah, very boxy, very square. I don't think that's a Unimog cabin, but yeah, now they just do engines for tractors, don't they? They don't actually do their own tractors, so. Yeah, they do have a little bit of style about them, even though they are boxy. I do quite like the look of the MB track. Go back in cab, that's where I feel most at home. I usually like to be inside vehicles when I'm driving them. Except for when I'm on flight sim and I'm flying the DC-3. I fly the DC-3 a lot in flight sim. Not that I've actually done flight simming for a long time at the moment, but yeah, when I was doing flight sim, I would fly the DC-3 a lot, and yeah, I would actually spend a lot of time outside just watching the plane fly. It was incredible to watch the old planes like that fly. Right, how much we got? 642. And we've got field 59. Let's check. Oh, according to this, we should have enough. Let's find out. So yeah, for you guys that are new to the OxygenDavid map of Witcombe Park Farm, this is actually Witcombe Park Farm. It's your starting farm. Yeah, you have that house that you can actually enter into. You got a few sheds around as well as a cow shed with a milking parlour. Gee, what the heck? Let's go and have a look at the milking parlour. I met the farmer here in the pub, and he said I can visit any time I want. So it's all official. We're allowed to be here. So yeah, this is the parlour. So you can actually activate them. You start milking, and yeah. Now apparently, to actually milk, you do actually have to turn the milking machine on. I'm just seeing if I can find that. Yeah, starting farm does have some very steep fields. Here we go. So yeah, we have to turn on the pumps, and then we can actually start milking. So yeah, that's it. It is very, very good. Bit of storage over there. You start off with a lot of the equipment. I haven't actually changed the equipment here. It's all the default equipment. So yeah, it's an amazing farm to start on. I just have to be a bit different and do something different. Some good cow pens. Feeder wagon, straw blower. Quite a bit of storage. Oh, and a farmer's market, farm shop over here that you can drop food off. But yes, it does come with some very steep fields. Yeah, Artem, Mercedes was making tractors from 73 to 91. That's quite a while. Well, looks like they've got some new equipment. Looks like they've got a weeder there. So for those of you that don't know, this is a new mod that's available. It's not on Mod Hub. It is available on GitHub from the author's GitHub page. And yeah, it's an incredible mod. Basically, you can set it to be a number of hours. I've got it set to 48 hours. So every 48 hours, the equipment refreshes and you get new random pieces of equipment at used equipment prices. So yeah, really fantastic mod. Did you know that they make the best military trucks still today? Yes, New Zealand actually brought a whole heap of Unimogs for the military here back in the late 80s. They replaced the old Bedfords that they had from about the 50s and replaced them with Unimogs. And I was talking to someone who was in the reservists, and he drove both the Bedfords and the Unimogs, and he said the Unimog was great on the road, but the Bedford was still the best for off-roading. Yeah, mods are cool. Yeah, and the developers do support the mods. Although I believe the author of the used equipment yard mod, Ozzy, he has done some fantastic mods for the game and has had them in Mod Hub, but he was getting a bit frustrated with Giants. They kept failing his mod for just simple things. Apparently, that's the way the story is, and yeah, he was getting frustrated that so he's pulled the mod out of testing and has basically released it on his GitHub page with a link to a Ko-Fi page if you feel you'd like to donate to him. And I do believe you don't get a lot from Giants by having it on the Mod Hub. So yeah, he might get more from his Ko-Fi page than he would from Giants. Who knows? Hey, Gilby Games, hello, welcome in. Hope you're having a fantastic Thursday. Great to have you along. I like it when modders make mods based on rare vehicles. Yes. Actually, when we finish this, I will take you to the tractor museum I've set up on this map. There are some really rare vehicles in there. Onion only has 3 colours, white, yellow and red, purple. Wish there would be more colour varieties like with tomatoes and peppers. Yeah. Yeah, now that you mention it, onions don't have a lot of colours, do they? Oh, looks like they've got a used Vulture in there. Might just pop in and have a look. Okay, so they've got the New Holland. So I've actually set up a yard in here too. So no plate on that one. Let's look at the details. That's about 100,000, and that's 359 horsepower. And oh, this is a Massey Ferguson. I thought it was a Vulture, but it's a silver Massey Ferguson. So he's actually just recently updated the mod. So it used to be you'd only ever get the initial configuration for the tractor, but he's now set it up to randomize the configuration based on the different configurations available for the tractor. So you could get different horsepowers and that sort of thing. So yeah, that is really neat. I did not expect to see a silver Massey Ferguson. But yeah, probably not something that I would use. But anyway, let's head off to the Witcombe Tractor Museum. What's going on here? Yeah, so this is a tractor museum we set up. It's something that I like to do on some of my maps. We've got a few of the older John Deere. Got a fairly old Deutschvar. And pride of place is the Lance Bulldog. So it was actually one of these that was at the vintage show in New Zealand, and I was very surprised to see it. We've got the Bolander Monktail, an old Fiat bulldozer. Not too sure how they managed to get a versatile Big Roy over here. I believe there's only one in the world, so and Witcombe's got it apparently. Range of Massey Ferguson tractors. And a Skulter. Don't know if I pronounced that correctly or not. And yeah, that's one of my favorite ones there, Case. I think I've actually got a short video I made of one of these sitting in a playground. where kids could actually ride on it, pretend to drive a tractor. And of course the Porsche Junior served me so well on the Four Fields map, ploughing that. And we've got some Massey Ferguson and Class harvesters. I actually found a Deutschfahr harvester video. It is in German, but I was able to dub it into English with Google Auto Dub. And it was showing off all the different features of the harvester and the different crops that it could harvest. So I've put a link to that in my Discord if anyone's interested. So yeah, that's what we got. Now, probably should cut the grass here. I have a contract with them. They've given me £100 to cut the grass, as well as a year's annual pass to the museum, so I can go in there and visit whenever I want. So yeah, they've even got a maze here. It's a lot of fun. And climb up the tower and have a look at the view. But yeah, enough of this. I need to go and cut that grass for them, I think. Wasdale time-lapse. No, don't see any Lamborghinis. I haven't actually seen any early Lamborghinis available anywhere. I love to drive the Case 970. Yeah. Where's the Lambo tractor? Yeah, no Lamborghini tractors. I haven't actually seen an old vintage one, to be honest. So we get to drive this old Ford. I want to close the door. What was the case back there, the white one? Actually, I'm not too sure. This one that I'd picked up. Yeah, that one there. Yeah, 970 Agri King. Yeah, it's a fairly big one, that one. And we've got the Farm All as well. Super H. Nice little tractor. But yeah, that Lanz Bulldog is amazing. If you've got the right mod you installed, you can actually put the burner underneath to heat up that bowl before you start it. But I'm gonna start it so you guys can just hear it. And when you shut it down, I love the sound. He's done a fantastic job of it. It's an amazing mod, that one. There are some very talented mod makers out there with a good eye for detail. Thanks, Shane. The maze was amazing. Thank you. And Queensgate, we had a 970 and a 1070. Nice. Ours was sunset yellow and orange before they switched to white. Ah, cool. Awesome. So we're just mulching the grass, we're not doing anything with it, just keeping it short. Keep it tidy for everyone. Hey, yeah, Shane, saw a Lamborghini tractor on Facebook Marketplace. The only Lambo I can afford. Yeah, I had a woodwork teacher that had an orchard and he had a Ferrari tractor. Which I thought was really cool. Yeah, you have the Lamborghini Cyan, Lego of course. Yeah, I've got the Ford Mustang in Lego. And I've got a couple of tractors. One sort of Massey looking tractor, Massey Ferguson. The other one is actually Lamborghini Hurleman looking tractor. So, but of course they weren't branded in Lego. Yeah, Queensgate, the 970 is rated at 93 and the 1070 was rated at 108. Nice. I'm trying to remember what tractors we had when I was working on the orchard. I know we had the Massey Ferguson. I think the other one might have been an Iseki. Which was a bit tricky to drive on the orchard because it wasn't lowered low enough for the type of orchard. We had a pergola orchard where the fruit was sort of hung down, and yeah, when you were driving the tractor you had to be careful you didn't get caught on a vine and get pulled off and dragged into the PTO, because that would have been messy. Alright, so we'll just finish off this grass mowing. Probably would be a lot easier with a zero-turn mower, but they want to use the old equipment, so I'm not going to argue. It is fun using the older equipment, the old Ford. Yeah, Shane, now you have to go to bed. Fair enough, mate. Thanks for jumping in again. Appreciate it. Hope your mind settles down and you can get some sleep, mate. Now, I know a lot of you guys get confused when I say mate, and yeah, it's just a Kiwi thing for friend. Probably Kiwi and Australian, I think. Try counting some sheep. Sounds like a good idea there, Bosdale. Sounds like a great idea. Oh, well, that's that job done for probably another couple of months now. Gilby Games, too right, mate. Ah, mate, you've got it right on the nail, head there. I wonder if this trailer would be good for moving the equipment if we get the new farm. Actually, talking of new farms, let's see what our poll says. So I'll close off the poll. I'll give you about another couple of minutes just to put in your last minute votes if you haven't done so already. And Gilby, yeah, g'day from over the ditch. Yeah, g'day, mate. How's it going? Cousin from over the ditch. Thank you so much for joining. Appreciate it. And thank you to our newest subscriber. Welcome to the Kiwi clan. No, that was actually in the game. So yeah, there are insects flying around. Cher must live near here. I know, Cher, you don't, but you know. Yep, Buzzy Bee. So let's close off the polls. Here we go, another one. So on our vertical stream, it was actually pretty close. But in the end, we get 62% to lease the new farm, and people want to see the sheep. It was the 38% for building shelters. And on our horizontal stream, it was 80% want the new farm, and 20% said to build shelters. We've actually got quite a few votes, 8 votes on the vertical stream and 10 votes on the horizontal stream. But yeah, just a reminder, everyone, because I know I forget quite often, is hit that like button if you haven't done so already. And yeah, if you haven't subscribed, feel free to do that as well. That's usually what we do around here is, yeah, visit the tractor museum whenever I can. And yeah, we're just doing contracts, but looks like we're going to have a sheep farm soon. So I'm looking forward to that. Hey, Pete Lights Hunting, hello, welcome in. Thank you for joining. Sorry, my voice is starting to get a bit croaky. Just had a bit of a cold over last weekend and on Monday and Tuesday, and it's just starting to come right now. Oh, I'm exhausted and I'm thirsty and I'm hungry. Might just pull into here and sort some of that out. Let's have a look here. All right, control U, control R, rest, and then right control K, eat a meal. So you notice that the tractor was actually going a bit slow. That's the byproduct of being exhausted and hungry and thirsty. OxygenDavid has even included a Ford. Quite a deep one too. So yeah, it was interesting. First few, about the first month that we were here, we started with absolutely nothing, so I did some stealth camping in the bush there. Although you guys don't call it bush in UK, do you? You've got another name for something like that, a stand of trees. Can't think of it at the moment. I'm not going to get under there. I wonder if I drop it down whether I will. Let's try that. Okay, there we go. We can get under there. Yeah, so that's just trying to think what it's called. Hang on, I'll put it up in my mod list. So it is available on Mod Hub, but for PC only, unfortunately. It is a script mod. I think it's called Human Factors. Let's have a look here under H. Yeah, Human Factors, FS25 Human Factors. So if you're on PC, you can make yourself get thirsty and tired and hungry. So yeah, once we get to that other leased property, we'll have to put some fences in so that we can get some sheep. But let's go talk to the lawyers and get our lease sorted on Oak Tree Farm. The viewers have spoken. And it's going to cost us £519 per month. I'm not too sure how I'm going to get everything down there. Might have to grab a few Ubers. But yeah, let's go there and have a look at it now that we own it and we can open up the sheds. Well, we don't actually own it, we just have a legal right to squat there now and store our equipment there. So yeah, I think that yard that we were in would have been a bit small once we start looking at combines. We have got harvesting coming up, so I might have to keep an eye out for a combine harvester if one is available. It's just up here, isn't it? Here we go. Yeah, follow me. That could work because I do actually have a mod. I actually have a couple of workers that I've set up profiles for. So there's another mod available, or a couple of mods where you can set up your character to have different get-ups, and then you can change them by just going into a menu. Yeah, if I do that, I can bring up, so I've got my workers, I've got Ewan and Colleen. Colleen is Ewan's wife. They're retired farmers. She actually likes spending some time in the tractor as well. And then I've got my winter and spring outfits. I'll need to sort out a summer outfit. But yeah, you can change them just by clicking on them and that'll change. And then once you've done those, there's another mod that's linked into that, and so I can choose who will be the next character to pop up when I select a helper. So yeah, this is where we are at now. There's a bale sell point. So we've got this huge shed here. Possibly could store some grain in here as well, but nice big tall door. Got a slightly smaller shed over here. FS Dunash, hello, welcome in. Hope you're having a fantastic Thursday. So yeah, we've got this shed as well. This is quite a big shed, drive through, but fairly low door, but that'd be good for a combine. You know, you get your combine header in here, drive through. So and then you've got some other equipment you can hide in under here, mowers, that sort of thing, possibly. Then you've got another shed here. We probably will have to get a telehandler if we're going to get sheep, just so we can do the bales. Another shed here, fairly low one, but might be able to store a bit of stuff in there. And this will be our sleep trigger there. All these doors will open, so you can walk in here. Probably more for roleplay, but look at that, there's a fire in there, so I almost think this may have been the original house. And if we go upstairs here, you got the upstairs area here with a fire as well. So I think this may have been the original house, maybe. So yeah, we've got yeah, not sure if we've got two houses or one big one. Thinking one big one. So I'm going to put sheep in here. So it's mostly fenced off. I just need to do along there. Yes. I don't know if you saw that flickering textures in the background there. Only started doing that since Giants updated their texturing. So yeah, Oxy may need to just revisit the textures up there, maybe. I don't know. And yeah, we've got this area here, which I think I'll put a sheep barn in here when it's shearing time. Make life a bit easier for the shearers. And also some place to house the sheep in the winter time. Just to give them a bit of protection. So yeah, this is ours now. We have the legal right to squat here. So we will have to actually, I think you're right. I think we will use the follow me mod. I like that idea. That was a good mod, a good idea. So yeah, I think we will do that. So we'll head back to the farm, and we'll have to sort out how we're going to do that. So yeah, Ewan and Colleen actually live in one of the houses in that little housing estate behind our yard. They're retired, so they're just after a little bit of extra cash. They don't need to be employed full time. Just happy to help out whenever they can. Yeah, share. We are leasing the farm. 500 quid a month. Which thing I was paying 1,000 quid a month for that other house. Actually is quite reasonable. But anyway, it's getting quite late in the day, so I think we'll spend the night here and then look at moving our stuff over to the farm next month, June. Not too sure if there's going to be much happening in June. I have to see what happens in the way of contracts. We're probably in that sort of, there might be some mowing contracts come up, possibly. I'll get these in here. And I should wash the equipment down, but yeah, I think we'll just leave it for now. We'll take that pressure washer with us. Unless we get ourselves one for the... yeah, maybe we'll get ourselves another pressure washer. We might keep this yard going as well. See how we go. Although I do have enough storage. Probably we don't need to worry about this yard now. But it could be a good overflow yard, maybe. But yeah, so great. Well, we know what we're doing next time. We're whatever contracts come up, and we're moving farm. So thank you to everyone for joining. Appreciate it. Thank you for participating in the poll. And I'll be honest, given me the result I was hoping we would get. Feel like we are moving along quite well. It is. We're doing quite well, I think. So yeah, looking forward to seeing where we go with the sheep. It'll be a whole new thing, and yeah, yeah. Sure. Initially, it was actually going to be only 100 quid a month for that farm. So I thought that was way too cheap, so I upped it a bit. Yeah, looking forward to seeing how things go, and looking forward to sharing that with you guys as well. Thank you for all our subscribers. Thank you for everyone that has hit the like button. Not too late to do that now. If you think someone would enjoy this stream, feel free to share it with them. And I will be hopefully streaming tomorrow. We'll be moving farms, so that could be a lot of fun to watch. But yeah, until next time, have a good day, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are in the world, and whatever time you're watching this. And until next time, bye.